Well, electric vehicle is the flavor of the season, and many automobile companies and OEMs are focusing on manufacturing new products and, of course, venturing into the components and the ecosystems as well. And Volvo is no less. We have the EX30 with us, and we're going to see and, of course, talk to the managing director of Volvo Cars India, Mr. Jyoti Malhotra, about what really the vehicle is all about. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. First question, of course, EVs form a very crucial component of the entire ecosystem in the Indian automotive space. It's suddenly seen a very huge surge over the past 3 to 4 years. What made you get an EV now, considering we have a festive season, and of course we have 2 to 3 more EVs from the house of Volvo. So what does it entail?
See, we are, if you really go back into our history, we have been saying that we want to become an all-electrified company. And I think that journey still continues. And we had also announced that we will keep bringing one electric car to India every year. So we have brought the EX40, then the EC40, and now the next one is EX30. And we'll continue this journey, we'll bring more of them. And I think if you really ask me, India needs electric cars for many reasons. In my view, there are 3 key reasons. Obviously, one of them is, I think now there is a lot of hullabaloo around the oil import, right? EVs can cut down that oil import and I think make us self-sufficient. Number 2, I think EVs are also good for the environment, and we have I think the most polluted cities, unfortunately, but I think EVs can really help us there. And third is, I think it's a great opportunity for us within the automotive world that we can become EV powerhouse, right? Whether it's manufacturing, whether it is an ecosystem. So EVs make all the sense for India, and that is why we are bringing our EVs to India. And I think in terms of timing, you're right. We are very close to the festive season, and I think this will really add to the excitement in the market. And we plan to, I think, to start deliveries somewhere in October or around that time only. And I think this will really cater to a new segment of luxury buyers, because this is a fantastic package. This is, I don't think there is anything like this in the Indian market, and we are very happy that this will create a very positive, what should I say, a very positive vibe. Opportunity or a vibe for, especially I would say this is meant for young couples, people who want to express themselves, whether they are a very small family with young kids, or individuals, or additional car in the family, or even I would say some of the people who are who kids have settled and they want to also express themselves. So it is a car which sort of expresses itself, and we say it's like for urban explorer, and I'm sure this really fits into a fantastic opportunity. And to start for many people to get into a luxury segment, this would be a fantastic opportunity.
Sir, but there have always been arguments that rolling out a product into the market is pretty much easier vis-a-vis establishing the ecosystem. You need need to have ground chargers as well, electric charging stations at public places also. So Volvo Cars India, how much are you probably investing, and how much are you planning to start more EV charging platforms into the country? What benefits are you providing to consumers, and what all do we have on the ground, sir?
See, in my view, the most important thing is to have a home charging solution for a customer. I think once the home charging is there, I think a lot is sorted. So what we are doing is we are offering a home charger along with every electric car that we sell, and we help the customer to get it installed as well. So that sort of takes care of a lot of things. And obviously, there is a lot of public charging opportunities that are now coming. There are a lot of CPOs who are doing. We have tied up with one of them, and we will sort of talk more about it later. But I think we have also our plan to cover, offer some sort of charging opportunities or support for our customers within India. But in my view, home charging is a basic hygiene. A home charger, once provided, really helps us to create a sort of an environment where customers can really enjoy using their EV.
Also, sir, you of course mentioned about the sense that EV is making in today's times. There have been multiple reports about the company planning to go all EV by 2030. But right now we see a potential shift from that strategy. We are actually mixing EV and ICE both now into the Indian market as well. So what's the strategy going on there, sir?
Yeah. See, we have recalibrated. I would say our end journey is still the same. We want to go and become an all-electric company by, if not by 2030, at some point of time in near future. So that end journey end result is still the same. What recalibration we have done is that I think what we are saying now is by 2030 we want to be 90% electrified, which is a combination of battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids. what we have and what we say as car with a cord should have some sort of a charging. And I think we are following that in India as well. But I think currently the plug-in hybrid ecosystem or the tax structures are not very conducive. So we will continue to also bring in our IC engine cars. We recently, earlier in the year, we had brought the new XC90, and which is mild hybrid. And then we had few days back we brought in XC60, which is also a mild hybrid, and now we are bringing in EX30. So I think our portfolio is such that as of today, without this car, close to 25% of our portfolio is already electric in terms of volumes, and so that means 75% is ICE. So I think we will continue to enrich both ICE and BEV, and that's the plan.
Okay, and you mentioned about the plug-in hybrids. Of course, that's also the government's focus at this point of time. But what kind of incentives are you waiting for that to come out? Because there has been a lot of shift into the market. CNG is also getting a lot of traction and popularity. We have plug-in strong hybrids, mild hybrids, low hybrids as well. So if you want to get a mild hybrid, what kind of strategy or what kind of incentives are you looking forward to?
No, see, I think in my view, more than what we are looking for is I think clarity and stability. As of today, if you ask me, if you read the way the government is sort of guiding us, nudging us, is very clear that we want, the government wants India to move towards full electrification. Battery BEVs, as we call them, is where I think government is wanting us to be, and I think we will be happy if that is the that continues in a stable way, because I think these things cannot change overnight. So these are direction. And we need to really look in from that perspective. But in recent past, there have been talks about looking into some sort of reforms for other, I would say, green fuels or other way of, I think, providing a new energy vehicles. So whatever it is, I think we need a clarity. The most important thing is clarity and stability. If that is there, I think that helps in a big way. And but in my view, support to BEV must continue. Because ultimately all these hybrids and all are a bridge towards electrification and BEVs. But if government is supporting BEVs, we are happy, and I think that should be the case.
The FAME 2 scheme expired recently, and we have various the PM e-drive schemes coming up, and eventually OEMs are rolling into it. They're showing interest in manufacturing in India. What's Volvo's plans? Are you kind of applying for that scheme as of now, and do we have further made in India plans?
No, see, we continue to I think evaluate whatever is in our hand, and also looking at the potential in India, and over a period of time we will continue to look at what can be done. So I think as of today, with the current scales that we have for the industry, I'm not talking about our company, but I think as a scale for the luxury industry, we believe that having a CKD operation is the best bet, and that's what we have. Even this car, the new EX30 that we are launching, will be assembled here in India. All our cars get assembled here in India, and we will, I think, continue to evaluate other opportunities as and when they arrive. But as of today, I think the CKD operations or assembly makes the best sense for us.
All right. When now of course we have Tesla into the Indian market. It's always said that more the competition, the better it is. How are you feeling about it? And do we see Volvo ramping up its operations into the Indian market, considering we have the same quality of EVs and the price point also matching up? Do we see more aggressive operations from Volvo, and how do you feel about it?
No, see, end of the day, I think India has a lot of potential. India has a lot of diversity, and everyone is welcome to come and operate in their own way. Everyone has their own strategy. Everybody wants to operate in certain way. See, we are very clear. We are, as I told you earlier, we are moving towards an electric future in a very balanced way. We would sort of continue to focus on ICE as well as BEV and respect what customers want. We have a very I would say a strong network of our retail partners across country with close to 45 touch points already, and that is something, and we have been in country for some time now. Since 2017, 2018 we have started assembling cars in India. We have set up our parts warehouse in India, which means that the parts are now available to our customers through our retailers in a very quick way. So I think we have done a lot to support our operations in India, and we believe we are on the right path. And it's now a question of bringing more cars as and when the market is ready for those cars. So I think we are not looking at competition. We are looking at strengthening ourselves and I think focus on what we need to achieve.
And as far as sales go, sir, towards my last two set of questions, where do the sales go? We see, modest growth happening for the entire industry. How are you positioned? Considering we see a massive demand for top-end vehicles, luxury vehicles, because we see your competitors like Mercedes, BMW, Audi having great sales, and top-end vehicles are going through the roof, and Volvo somehow fits there. So, how do you see sales for this year going on, sir?
See, I think let's look at it this way. Let's first look at the overall industry, okay, and then look at how much the luxury is contributing to the overall ecosystem. So I think we have been selling. I think we will be selling in India close to 4.3, 4.5 million cars, right, which is a big number. But out of that, the luxury segment is, despite all the numbers or percentages we read, is 55,000 units, right, which is still very, very small, like 1% of the total volume. I think that is where the real thing lies. It's not about, I think, how much we are going to do in 6 months or 1 year time. How as an industry, this 50,000 can become 100,000 and beyond, and how fast that can happen. And my personal belief is that I think electric vehicles will create a very positive growth and add more customers into this segment. And I think the market will grow. There is no doubt about it. There are many things which will add to that. One of the key things in my view is I think our economy is becoming more streamlined. Economy is becoming, more formal. And I think that helps, because then there are more people who are there. But I think the biggest driver in my view is going to be the young generation, because they have aspirations and now they have affordability. And if you combine their enthusiasm to really enjoy a car in a stylish way, express themselves. So I think the luxury cars become a point where the young generation will lap up, and I think they will drive the growth. So we need to be ready. And I think this is just around the corner. I think we need to be a little more patient, and I think the industry is going to grow. India has huge potential, there is no doubt about it. It's a question of, I think, them taking shape. And I think within the overall industry, there are different body styles, different segments which have seen different sort of growths. So I think if you look at XC90 where we operate, I think that segment has really grown very well for us as well. And I think we will see growth spreading into other segments as well. So I think you can't have one general statement for thing. I think we should look at the long-term growth, which very much will happen in India.
And last question, sir. Of course, now we are in the times of macro and microeconomic instability, the geopolitical tensions going around the world. As a matter of result of fact that, so we see the trades getting affected, the companies getting affected. India recently signed a FTA with the UK. There's a talk about EU, and of course the trade issues with US as well. So, what is your comment on the various FTAs that we have done, and with what US is doing? Do you see any impact?
No, see, I think these are still, I would say, early days. I think UK FTA has recently been signed. The fine print is out. We need to really study. I don't think UK FTA affects us directly, right? However, I think it's likely to become a base for the EU FTA, and we will watch how it unwraps, and I think we will be able to only comment once we see it in the light of the day. But overall, I think trade agreements are good, because a free trade basically means that we get access as India, access to other countries, and other countries get access to us. And I think that helps, I think, growth on both sides. There is a win-win which can come in. Obviously, it has to be done looking at, as I said, win-win for both sides. Till that, if we achieve that, I think it will create a great opportunity.
Would Volvo cars get cheaper in India if EU?
I don't think that's a misnomer. I don't think the trade agreements are meant to bring down the cost. And I think, I don't want to say, but I think with the UK FTA there was a lot of such talk. I think it is not in the right. I think that is not the case in my view, because these are long-term things. I think you know better. These trade agreements are not like suddenly from next day things are going to change. There is going to be a roadmap. There is going to be a long-term way I think things will change. So I think what it does is it can create opportunity for us to bring car faster. Not really at a lower price, but I think to bring the cars into India more I think better network and better range of cars to be offered to customers at any given point of time. So I think there is a lot that needs to be done, but I think we can really comment once the fine print and the real trade agreements are
And
out.
same goes with the US as well.
For everyone, I think it's for everyone. I think till the time, and I think one trade agreement probably will not help unless we have everything ready, the whole ecosystem, because we live in a global world, and once everything is coming together, then I think it really makes as to how, because we are now we live in a global village, as they call it. So I think we are all interconnected. And I think one treaty here or one treaty there probably will not impact, but unless there is a complete ecosystem which is ready.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to us, Mr. Malhotra. Well, that
My
was the Managing Director of Volvo Cars India, Jyoti Malhotra, speaking to us on a wide range of issues, including, of course, the new XC30 and why is it the right time to get an EV into the Indian markets, the ICE to EV ratio of Volvo Cars India's operations, and, of course, on the global trade uncertainty as well. The camera person Abhishek Kumar Singh from Jaipur. This is Chetan Bhutani for Business Today.